Everybody and their mother kept telling me that basic units in this game are terrible, and while I was inclined to believe them after trying a couple times, I'm not one to give up on something just because of what people said. I tried a bunch of different builds, and, things were seeming a little bit underwhelming. I wasn't really convinced at all, even though I was winning my games, and then this happened.
We've been waiting.
Yo! You can keep pressing it. What? Did you guys know that? You can keep pressing it and it keeps spinning rapidly. Did you guys fucking know that? Did you see that shit? If you mash one, it just goes boom, boom, boom. Your fucking helicopter. Dude, I had no idea. Now, after this happened, I was already convinced. I saw so much potential in speccing into this ability as well as speccing into the basics full-on damage. But my chat wasn't convinced. They needed a more convincing example, so I showed them. You're telling me that's not good? She's full blight now, dude. You're telling me that's not good? Seems pretty good to me. And from there, the Beyblade Build was born. Alright guys, we're going to start this off by talking about the build, and then from there I'm going to show you an example game of exactly how this build can work kind of out in the wild, especially in a game where you don't always get ideal circumstances for this, because let's face it, the last two clips I showed you of the Beyblade working are someone either in a corner or committing to attacking you, which isn't always going to be the case. So, first, I just want to talk about a couple iterations I did. You're going to notice that I don't have Possession Extension, which a lot of people consider to be a staple on the Plaguebringer. I will say I tried it with and without, and I truly believe that the Energy Leech kind of makes up for the fact that you don't have Possession Extension, and Great Capacity for Evil also helps this, especially if you're not using all your energy immediately on the Beyblade. But the reason I thought to do Great Capacity for Evil instead of Possession Extension was what was happening was I would burn all of my energy very quickly on the Beyblade, and I would have a little bit of energy left, and I would basically just be keeping myself in the unit straight up from the Energy Leech, so it didn't help that much. The main place that I noticed the Possession Extension missing was when I would possess a survivor, and even sometimes when I would possess a car. But in terms of possessing my own units, I didn't really miss this or notice this missing at all. We have the Relentless Evil. This is for the cooldown on the Cauldron because you want the Cauldron whenever you can in situations that you want a Beyblade, because you want the best energy efficiency possible, as well as using your Efficient Evil Basic. This is a staple of the build as well, because you're not going to be able to spin that many times without it. We have full damage on Extremely Vicious Circle and Raging Reaper, and this is because a lot of you are probably like, well, if you're just focusing on spinning, what's the point of doing the Raging Reaper? Basically what it is once you are done spinning with your Beyblade, you're going to have some energy left, unless you get really unlucky on the math and end up with 0. But you're going to have some energy left, and that will be when you want to use the Raging Reaper. Also, if people are running away from you and you don't have the opportunity at Beyblade, you still want to be able to have good damage potential. And then Rocksteady Basic. I think a lot of people are stuck on this one as well. They don't think that this is super worth it, but the reason that I use it is because in melee comps where people really do want to challenge you, you can sit amidst them spinning and just spreading that blight so much until they stun you. And then you pop out the unit and do it again. And that's kind of what I was noticing, is that between the Energy Leech, Blight Booster, and maxing energy first, and we'll talk about that as I get into a game, your energy regen is such that you basically, like, get in a unit, Beyblade till you're out of energy, use the unit till it's done, and then your energy refills super fast, and you just kind of rinse and repeat. We have all this stuff down here for the boss damage, and I think the boss is really important in this build as well, because, the boss is always good in every situation, whereas the basic unit is only able to Beyblade in certain situations, so this adds a little bit of reliability just in case, like, for instance, you're up against multiple hunters and you're never really going to get the ideal situation unless you trap them with the Cauldron. So that's why this is there. I actually was convinced. Grandmaster Dash, shoutouts to Alucard. I think this is actually insane. So it's a 10-second cooldown when you land your dash, but if you land it on multiple people, it's 10 seconds per survivor that you hit. So you can actually just, like, spawn units, dash, and then like your cooldown's basically up again. I will say the one part of the build that I'm not extremely convinced on is this Portal Authority basic. I was doing it for maximum efficiency, but I do think if you really wanted to, you could pop these points into Scream to at least have 10% extra Scream. I don't know that this is super worth it. I'm going to keep it on the Portal Authority basic because I'm just experimenting with like the most efficient build that I can do. But I do think that if you're not end up being convinced on Portal Authority basic, you could throw these points into Scream, because you don't necessarily need the health as well. You're usually stunned before you die, so I think getting rid of health is also a viable option. That being said, the other thing is I am kind of going back and forth on capacity and possession extension. I do like having it in certain situations, but great capacity, just like you have this ridiculous energy pool on this character. That being said, if you did want to get possession extension, what I would recommend doing is just removing these points here, and then you can go ahead and spec like this. Take these points out, and then there's your possession extension right there. Once again, though, I do think great capacity is actually better. And that's just because of the potential for the Beyblade shenanigans. Just being able to spin as much as possible when you have someone trapped. So now what I want to do is I want to show off a game. And the game that I'm going to be showing, I think, is the only game that I played with when the build was this exact build. And one last thing I want to go over is people are very hesitant to put grave illness. But I think between immunosuppressant, grave illness, and lingering symptoms, you're going to notice that when you Beyblade someone, they're already at max blight. And that's 210 damage that they're guaranteed to take. So imagine this. You go into a bunch of people, especially like people that are swarming you. You Beyblade, you do a ton of damage to them. Let's say you do like 400 damage to everybody. They're going to pop a Shems right away. Well, guess what? They're all going to take 210 extra damage after healing. It's really, really strong. So I think grave illness is the sauce. But anyways, let's get into this game and talk about how you're going to level. So just to be thorough, I want to talk about how you're going to level in-game with this build. I truly believe that just maximum energy efficiency is all that you need. So your priorities for leveling are going to be energy, possession, basic, and boss in that order. If you have points to put into energy, that's what you're doing first. Otherwise, you're putting points in possession and basic, and then boss next. I will say, though, I do think that you should be taking one value point in boss at level 10, because as I talked about when we were going over the build, the boss is just always good, and you're not always going to get the necessarily most ideal situation for basics, so having the boss to pop, even just for experience, but also to do a ton of damage, because this boss is crazy, it is very good. So you're going to take the 1 point in boss at 10, but other than that, the priority is energy, possession, and basic. So let's check out this game and see how we did. Oh, they're grouped around the car, and they're out of the spot that would trap them. Alright, let's see. Alright, Scotty. Why can't I spawn a unit? Thank you. Come here. Alright. Yeah, possession extension feels unnecessary here. Now that we have great capacity. Look at him ticking too, look at his health. Pretty darn good. Yeah, that pressure's amazing, actually. Got our regen up. No real opportunity to cauldron them, sadly. What are they grouping? What are they grouping for? Damn, that sucks. The lunge on that is so good, actually. How did... What? That went straight through him. It's fine. Knew we should have taken the car. Now we lose all of our pressure for the rest of the game, pretty much, until they have to do an objective. Although, maybe not on this guy. Dude, how are these attacks missing? Nice. I think these basics are nuts, man. I think these basics are pretty nuts. I'm very interested to try the full-on Beyblade. Double car, huh? No thanks. Get in the other boxcar, but this one's done.
The humans have discovered another piece of the map. Have you lost your appetite?
This guy going by himself is so dead. I'm just gonna boss him, actually. I'm not even gonna worry about so good.
I'm not contagious. Come give me this. Doing this special batch just for you.
Nice.
Your fate belongs to me.
Alright. I'm gonna let go over. Let's get that, and then let's go basic. And now I just feel like, how can they stop me? This car is annoying. Dude, I'm gonna down the hunter. Yo! Roadkill!
Get it together. I need a wingman.
We roadkilled him, dude.
I need you to rally.
Sorry, Charlie.
I need help. They've got me.
We freaking roadkilled him, man. Oh my god.
That's never happening again.
I do have the cauldron. Just need a little more energy.
I'm not through. You dead scum yet.
Alright.
We've been waiting.
It sucks that I don't have enough energy to, Oh, he stunned me. I don't have the energy to go full-on Beyblade on him. Ooh, okay. we go. Oh, I should have dodged there, maybe. Oh, how did that miss? Look at my energy gain. I'm actually gonna be able to possess him off of this if I want. I'm out of options, though. He's gonna get the reses. It's okay with me, I guess. Eh. Alright, we gotta go deal with the cars then. Is there any other car in this area? Oh, you want a rematch? Oh man, that's so good. Alright. Let's go take this car, I guess. So they're gonna be wanting it. That guy's never gonna step in front of a car again. Let's go get this car, since they're gonna be wanting it. Beauty. Okay. I want to full Beyblade one of them with full energy, man. But it's hard because I don't have energy regenerate. Ooh, did you go in the cage? Did you go in the cage? No, he went in the wrong side.
Alone right now, I lose my mind.
Alright, hold on, I have an idea. No, don't shoot me. Let me do my idea. Ready?
I'm sorry, something was in my head.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. Welcome to motherfucking Thunderdome. Oh my god. Guys, I thought basics did no damage. I thought basics did no damage at all. What happened?
Okay, I should just keep breathing.
Get up, slacker. Something was controlling me like a puppet. I need you to rally. I need a wingman. Face out! Face
Nice. The tracking on that's actually pretty good. Yikes. I'm not gonna be able to stop that. I'm too far away. Damn. This is so nuts. I just feel so powerful. think this guy gave up.
Everyone I have feelings for dies. Look at these folks. Welcome to my...
Damn.
One by one, we will take you.
Well. Haha, ho ho ho.
I'll snap your legs like twigs.
Listen to me. I'm all right now.
Is he still trying? I guess he's still trying. Yeah. Yikes, I messed up.
Reloading.
Please, move faster. Rip. Well. This guy, he's got the will to live, I'll say that.
Good old...
Where's this altar? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Is he stuck? Nice. GG's. Would you say the game is balanced? I think it's pretty well balanced. I think so, but I will say that I do think I feel pretty strong right now.
The light of